Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. In this video we will continue the calculus of residue. Okay, so first Cauchy's residue theorem statement: let f of z be a function which is analytic inside and on a simple closed curve C except for a finite number of singular points z1, z2 and so on z2 inside C, then integral C f of z dz is given by 2 pi I summation of residues. Okay, that is j equals to 1 to n, so that is sum of the residues. So that is, it can be written as integral C f of z dz is equals to 2 pi I summation r. Okay, summation means it is a sum of all the residues. Okay, so it means that if we have a closed curve, okay, consider any simple closed curve. Okay, so there we have some finite numbers of point of singularities. For example, z1. Okay, this is z1, so consider this circle as c1, z2 randomly, okay, z3, z4. So like this we have n number of it is zn. Okay, so these are the finite number of point of singularities. Okay, and this is any simple closed curve C. Then the integral, that is integral f of z dz. F of z is a function which is inside which is analytic inside and on this C. Then integral C f of z is given by 2 pi I into sum of all these residues at z1. So that is residue at z1 plus residue at z2 plus residue at z3, like this residue at zn, okay, into 2 pi I. Okay, so let us prove this one. So first we shall draw this diagram. So that is, let C1, C2 and Cn be the circles with centers z1, z2 and so on zn respectively, such that all circles are interior to C, okay, and are disjoint with each other. Okay, now by Cauchy's theorem we have for multiple regions. So this is by the Cauchy's theorem, that is the properties of line integral. We can write it as integral C f of z dz is equals to, it can be written as, if this C is, okay, it is enclosed by different curves, then it can be written as C1 f of z dz plus C2 f of z dz plus and so on up to Cn f of z dz. Okay, now since z1 is this C1 is a circle with center z1 which is a point of singularity, we write the Cauchy's residue. Okay, so not Cauchy's, we write the residue for this one which is equals to, so we know that by the definition of residue, we have residue of f of z at z equals to a is equals to 1 divided by 2 pi I integral C f of z dz. Okay, you can write it as z equals to, simply you can write at z, okay, at point z. So or it can be written as integral c f of z dz is equals to 2 pi I residue of f of z at z. Okay, so you, by using this, you can consider this as equation 1 and this one as equation 2. So substituting equation 2 in equation 1, you can write it as integral c f of z dz equals to, we write residue for this c1 at z1. Okay, so it is equals to 2 pi I residue of f of z at z1, because this c1 is a circle with center z1. Similarly, we write residue for this one, that is residue at z2. Okay, so plus 2 pi I residue of f of z at z. Like this we get 2 pi I residue of f of z at zn. Okay, so we can take 2 pi I common in all this, so we get sum of the residue. Okay, so summation j equals to 1 to n residues of f of z at z equals to j, or simply it is 2 pi I summation r means it is sum of the residues. So therefore we can write it as, by the Cauchy's residue theorem, integral c f of z dz is always equals to 2 pi I sum of the residues. Okay, so this theorem is useful while solving the integrals. Okay, so evaluating integrals, hence the theorem. For example, we consider a simple example. Evaluate integral c z square dz divided by z minus 2 z plus 3, where c is circle mod z equals to 4. Okay, so let f of z equals to z square divided by z minus 2 z plus 3. Consider denominator z minus 2 into z plus 3 equals to 0, implies that z equals to 2 and z equals to 3 both are poles or simple poles. Okay, because their order is 1, simple poles. But given that circle mod z equals to 4 is a circle center at origin, okay, and radius equals to 4, therefore this z equals to 2 and z equals to 3 lies inside the given curve, that is because r equals to 4. So therefore z equals to 2 and z equals to 3 both lies inside circle. Okay, so when it lies inside the circle, then we can apply the Cauchy's residue theorem here. Okay, so first we find the residue at z equals to 2 and at z equals to 3. So now residue of f of z at z equals to 2, it is because these two are simple poles, we use the first formula, that is limit z tends to 2 z minus 2 into f of z value, it is z square divided by z minus 2 into z minus 3. Z minus 2 get cancels. Substituting z equals to 2, we get 4 divided by 4 minus 1 is minus 1, which is equals to minus, sorry, here it is z minus 3, it is z equals to minus 3, so it is z plus 3. Okay, so we get 4 plus 1, it is z equals to 2 plus 3 is equals to, we get 5. Thus the answer is 4 by 5. So here also you make it as z equals to minus 3. Okay, now residue at z equals to minus 3 is equals to limit z tends to minus 3 z plus 3 z square divided by z minus 2 z plus 3. These two get cancels. So substituting z equals to minus 3, we get 9 divided by minus 3 minus 2 equals to, we get minus 5, which is equals to minus 9 by 5. Okay, so therefore now by using Cauchy's residue theorem, Cauchy's residue theorem, we have integral c f of z dz equals to 2 pi I sum of the residues, which is equals to 2 pi I. So our residues are 4 by 5 and this one is minus 9 by 5. Okay, so which is equals to, in our integral c is f of z is z square dz divided by z minus 2 z plus 3 is equals to, so simplifying we get 9 minus 4 equals to, we get 5, 5 by 5 equals to 1, so thus it is minus 2 pi I. Okay, so this is the required integral value. Okay, so like this, by using Cauchy's residue theorem we can easily evaluate the integrals. Okay.